Chapter 1: The Arrival. Crescent Oaks Prison stands as a stark fortress against the sky, its high walls and barbed wire casting long shadows on the lives of those who enter. As new inmates step through the heavy metal doors, the sounds of clanging and echoing footsteps usher them into an unfamiliar world. Anxiety hangs thick in the air, each heart heavy with the weight of uncertainty. A former gang member recalls the split-second choices that led him here, his voice trembling with regret. Meanwhile, a young mother shares her struggle against addiction, her dreams of reuniting with her children flickering like a distant flame. The stark contrast between their vibrant pasts and the harsh realities they now face unfolds through their poignant diary entries, setting the stage for the emotional journey ahead. Through their raw reflections, listeners are invited to witness the humanity behind the bars, stirring empathy for lives marked by hardship and longing for redemption. First impressions. As the heavy metal doors of Crescent Oaks close behind them, new inmates grapple with a whirlwind of emotions. Their initial reactions range from deep fear to overwhelming confusion, yet even amid the chaos, flickers of hope emerge. One inmate, a former gang member, recalls the stark reality of his surroundings, the cold concrete walls and the watchful eyes of guards. He reflects on his split-second decisions that led him here, haunted yet resolute in his desire for change. Another voice, a struggling mother, shares her anxious thoughts about her children's future, longing for a connection beyond these walls. The sounds of clanging doors, distant shouts, and the machinery of the prison hum create a vivid backdrop, encapsulating their turmoil. Together, their narratives weave a powerful tapestry of humanity, laying the groundwork for the complex journeys that lie ahead. In this challenging environment, the seeds of hope begin to take root. Chapter 3: Unlikely Friendships. As time progresses within the sterile walls of Crescent Oaks, unexpected alliances begin to blossom. This chapter explores the forging of profound connections among inmates facing the harsh realities of prison life. Among them is a former lawyer who once navigated courtrooms with ease, now sharing laughs and secrets with a convicted thief whose charm hides a troubled past. Through candid conversations in the yard, they discuss aspirations and fears, unearthing shared experiences despite vastly different beginnings. Their friendship illustrates a unique camaraderie, revealing how vulnerability can foster trust even in the bleakest circumstances. Listeners are enveloped in the rich soundscape of the prison yard, the rustle of wind through trees, muffled laughter, and the distant hum of conversations that echo tales of survival. This chapter captures the essence of human connection, illuminating how, amid despair, friendships can offer solace and ignite hope for a better future. Chapter 4: The Daily Grind. In the relentless rhythm of Crescent Oaks, daily life unfolds within a structured routine that shapes the experiences of its inmates. Morning wakes to the sound of guards' shouts, followed by the echoing footsteps of inmates shuffling to breakfast, where the clattering of trays fills the air. Each day is marked by a blend of struggles and small victories, countless hours spent in workshops, communal areas, and assigned tasks. Voices resonate with determination as inmates share laughs over shared meals and recount stories of their lives outside. The monotony is punctured by moments of reflection during roll calls and downtime in the yard, where bonds begin to form. Amid despair, there's an unspoken camaraderie that develops over mutual hardships, revealing the common threads of humanity. The sounds of daily life, the ringing of bells, echoes of laughter, and hushed conversations, paint an intricate picture of resilience amid confinement, embodying the human spirit's indomitable will to connect and endure. Chapter 5: The Transformation. As the days blur into weeks, the inmates at Crescent Oaks find solace and renewed purpose through various rehabilitation programs. This chapter highlights the transformative power of creativity and learning as inmates delve into vocational training and art classes, unveiling talents long forgotten. Listeners hear snippets of a hopeful female inmate, her soft voice describing how she has turned barren prison walls into vibrant murals, each stroke of her brush reclaiming a piece of her identity. Meanwhile, a former soldier shares his journey of teaching literacy to fellow inmates, illustrating the joy that comes from empowering others. The soundscape buzzes with the sounds of paintbrushes on canvas, tools in workshops, and the hum of collaborative learning, capturing the uplifting atmosphere within the prison. This chapter serves as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, emphasizing that even within the confines of a prison, rebirth and transformation are possible. Chapter 6: The Weight of Regret. In the hushed confines of Crescent Oaks, the echoes of remorse resonate deeply among the inmates. Through haunting diary entries, they confront the pivotal moments that define their lives, grappling with the emotional heft of their choices. A former athlete recalls the night he chose drugs over his future, while a once promising student reflects on the circumstances that led her to betray her family. The chilling sound of ticking prison clocks punctuates their narratives, reinforcing the relentless passage of time and the weight of unchangeable decisions. In their voices, the rawness of regret transforms into a potent catalyst for change as they ponder the what-ifs that haunt their thoughts. Despite the darkness, amid haunting soundscapes, there is a flicker of hope, a shared understanding that recognizing past mistakes is the first step toward redemption. In their collective yearning for forgiveness, the inmates begin to reshape their identities, seeking to emerge from their shadows. Chapter 7: The Search for Redemption. In the heart of Crescent Oaks, inmates grapple with the profound desire for forgiveness, both for themselves and from those they've wronged. This chapter captures the raw emotions and candid stories of inmates seeking to make amends. A former gang leader reflects on the pain he caused his community and the hope that redemption will come through community service and mentorship. Meanwhile, a woman who stole to support her addiction shares her yearning for reconciliation with her estranged daughter. The poignant sound of deep breaths and hesitant voices fills the air, emphasizing the vulnerability of their confessions. In every heart-wrenching story, the theme of redemption emerges as a powerful motivator, driving inmates to strive for personal growth. The struggle for forgiveness is underscored by an evocative soundscape, whispers of regret woven with brief moments of unity, portraying the challenging yet hopeful path toward healing and reconciliation. Chapter 8: Family Ties. In this heartfelt chapter, the document captures the poignant connections inmates maintain with their families during visitation days. Listeners are introduced to a father grappling with tears as he discusses his hopes for his children, conveying the lessons he wishes they never have to learn the hard way. His voice trembles with emotion, reflecting the weight of guilt and longing to guide them from afar. A young woman shares touching exchanges of letters with her sister, highlighting the resilience and unconditional bond of family love, even in the harshest of circumstances. The chorus of children's laughter resonates faintly in the background, reminding inmates of the world outside the prison walls. Soundscapes of rustling papers and the gentle shuffle of feet create an intimate atmosphere, reinforcing that no matter the distance or circumstances, the love for family remains unbroken, a lifeline of hope amidst the confinement of their reality. Chapter 9: Building Trust. In a world often defined by isolation, the formation of trust among inmates at Crescent Oaks becomes a lifeline. Through shared experiences of hardship, inmates reveal their vulnerabilities, forging bonds that transcend the harsh realities of prison life. We hear from Marcus, a former gang member, and Julian, a quiet artist, who reflect on overcoming initial mistrust. Their narratives illustrate the delicate balance between loyalty and betrayal in a confined environment, where every relationship can be both a source of strength and a potential heartache. The soundscape captures moments of hushed conversations, the shuffle of feet as inmates nod in understanding, and the quiet rhythm of solidarity. As they share stories of standing up for one another in the face of adversity, the emotional textures amplify, a tapestry of hope intertwined with the complexities of human connection. Together they navigate the challenges and joys of building a trust that feels both fragile yet profoundly essential. Chapter 10: Moments of Despair. In this chapter, the harsh reality of incarceration is unveiled as inmates candidly share their darkest moments. The haunting echoes of silence fill the audio landscape, setting the tone for powerful reflections on isolation and mental health struggles. One inmate recounts a night spent contemplating life choices, his voice trembling with vulnerability as he describes the suffocating weight of despair. Another reflects on the loss of a loved one, the pain palpable in her words, while the melancholic sound of the prison's fluorescent lights flickering serves as a reminder of the harsh environment surrounding them. Listeners also hear the raw narratives of inmates grappling with anxiety and depression, creating a sobering atmosphere of shared suffering. Yet amid the despair, glimmers of hope emerge as they acknowledge the importance of seeking support from fellow inmates, fostering a sense of solidarity that illuminates the path toward healing. Chapter 11, Finding Strength. In the heart of Crescent Oaks, the spirit of resilience emerges as inmates share their stories of personal growth amidst the challenges of incarceration. The chapter opens with the sound of a faint whistle, a signal from one inmate to another, emphasizing moments of camaraderie and support. Voices of men and women recount how, in times of darkness, they discovered inner strength they never knew they possessed. One inmate, a former athlete, speaks about how training fellow inmates sparked a revival of purpose. Another shares how mentoring younger inmates allowed her to reclaim her voice, transforming her pain into empowerment. The chapter interweaves uplifting moments with the rhythmic sounds of exercise, laughter, and encouragement, creating a tapestry of hope. By helping one another navigate the trials of prison life, these individuals not only find strength in themselves, but also become a source of light for their peers, illustrating the profound impact of community and shared resilience. Chapter 12, Hope on the Horizon. As the inmates of Crescent Oaks reflect on their journeys, a palpable sense of hope emerges. Each voice carries the weight of dreams revived and aspirations ignited during their time behind bars. A former gang member envisions a future where he can mentor at-risk youth, steering them away from crime. A mother dreams of reuniting with her children, eager to provide them with the loving home she once jeopardized. Listeners hear the gentle sounds of laughter and planning as inmates gather in the yard, sharing their post-release goals. One inmate expresses a desire to open a community cafe that employs former convicts, creating second chances where needed most. The soundscape shifts to uplifting melodies that symbolize newfound purpose and optimism. Each story interweaves, illustrating the determination to rewrite their narratives, reminding us that even in the darkest places, hope can flourish and pave the way for a brighter future. Chapter 13, The Role of Community. In this chapter, inmates at Crescent Oaks express their aspirations for life beyond prison walls and the crucial role community plays in their reintegration. As they share their dreams of becoming productive members of society, the narrative highlights the importance of support systems in fostering positive change. One inmate, a former gang member, talks about his desire to mentor at-risk youth, sharing the lessons he learned the hard way. Another inmate discusses plans to volunteer with local organizations focused on addiction recovery, reflecting on their journey towards redemption and accountability. The soundscapes shift to include snippets of community interactions, lively discussions, laughter, and the hum of engaged voices, emphasizing the hope for reconciliation and growth. Together, these stories underline not only the individual's determination, but also the vital connections that can transform lives, reminding listeners of the profound impact of belonging and support in a diverse society.